Okay.
Don't sing in my ear.
What's up, y'all?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Da-da.
We just gonna let everybody roll in real quick. You know, what's up, Jeff?
Hey.
What's up, bro? Hold on, y'all can barely see me. My wife, she like, I need it. I need it, y'all. I need it. Let's straighten this up. There we go. You know what I'm saying?
Cut me out a little.
But there's two sides to this story. You know what I'm saying? What's up, sis?
Good now. Don't move it.
I'm not. I'm waving at people. So, what's up, y'all? Come on in, come on in, come on in. Welcome to Coffee with the Colliers.
Oh, wait.
It's going down.
Shantae.
That's Shantae. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Jeff?
My bro, Jeff.
Yeah, what's up, Mr. Thompson?
Anthony,
I
the
heard,
islands.
I heard you in the islands. Come on up in here, Coffee with the Colliers. We got the setting.
Well, today is, what is it? Mike's with the Colliers?
No. We ain't endorsing them. They not endorsing us, so we not endorsing them. This is just regular old Kool-Aid. Just know that.
Kool-Aid Spike.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What is up? What up? What up? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all be? How y'all is?
Let's give them a few minutes to come in.
Yeah. As y'all can hear, we got some Love Jones playing in the background. The soundtrack.
Which is my favorite movie.
Which is my favorite movie.
And he tried to tell me.
Oh, don't play. Don't play.
It's my favorite
Wait, I gotta address her formally because she don't get it. You know, it's my movie. You know what I'm saying?
It's my movie.
I was born first. Remember that. I was born first.
I told Fred when we were dating it was my favorite movie. And he was like, "Oh, it's my movie."
Oh, there she
He wanted
go.
to try to kick
Here
it.
she go. Here she go. And she got a lot of kick it, but she can't quote them. She can't quote anything from the movie though.
Don't do that right now. I'm focused on the live.
All right. What's up, y'all? Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. We about to talk. We about to talk. Come on in. 10 things to never do while you married.
Should we give them like 1 more minute? Hey.
What up? What up? What up? Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. We about to have a conversation about love. You know what I'm saying? Here's my other. This song that's about to play is one of my favorite. You know what I'm saying? She said I introduced Fred Biggs. Man, get out of Shantae. How dare you? You know what I'm saying? Nah, we just gonna give it 1 more minute. For everybody to come in here. Welcome to Coffee with the Colliers.
Come on, guys.
A top shelf production. Under Top Shelf Productions, we have some things to discuss. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Like let Lauren Hill serenade you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, my wife just joined, but she's here at the same time. How does that work? You know what I'm saying?
I want to be part of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
I'ma still wave. I'ma still wave to you because you know what I'm saying. I can wave to you at any time. What's up, everybody? What's up, Top Shelf Village? Coffee with the Colliers, another Top Shelf production. What's up? What's up, Jeff? My cousin Jeff in here.
Hooray!
What's up?
Everyone's joining.
Come on in, come on in.
For love.
We about to talk about some Love Jones. You know what I'm saying?
Can I get some of the camera? You keep pushing me.
No, wait, just a second. Hold on, light skin. Hold on. You
keep pushing me off the screen.
No. So you want to be a star? That's what I understand. You know what I'm saying?
So
Wow. We gonna talk about life, liberty, love. You know what I'm saying? This is the love show. You know what I'm saying? Last week we had.
Pause the music first.
Okay.
So you're not yelling in my left ear.
Oh God. We're gonna talk about it. Hey Alexa, pause. So yeah, man. Last week we had Gabby and my brother-in-law Jeff. You know what I'm saying? And they did a Daddy and Gabby thing. You know, which we loved, man. So shout out to Jeff and my niece Gabby for last week. Mm-hmm.
She's my favorite little niece, don't tell her.
So shout out to them for last week. So each week, if y'all don't know already, Top Shelf Village, we've been doing these lives and we've been like letting y'all into our world with each IG live for this month. So last week it was Jeff and Gabby. This week is me and my beautiful wife Sabina. Miss Collier, the love of my life,
He's
the
supposed
barbecue
to say
sauce
that.
on my ribs,
He's
you know what I'm
supposed to say
saying?
that.
And we just wanted to bring you guys this amazing topic, 10 things to never do while you're married. Before we
wait.
get into it though,
Let me
babe.
just tell Gabby, I'm only mean to you because I love you. Okay, go ahead.
Well, there you go. So before we get into it, as we do with any Top Shelf podcast or any IG live, we got to pray first.
Oh, yeah.
So since we are going to pray, I nominate the woman in my life to pray.
I knew you was gonna do
Yeah,
that.
you know I was gonna do it. So why you didn't just
Well,
start
okay,
praying?
since
You
we
know.
since we have 10 minutes
Okay.
of the live,
Okay.
this is gonna be a quick live. I'm gonna do a quick prayer.
Okay. Do your thing, baby.
Heavenly Father God, we
Yes.
thank you so much. Have your way. Amen.
Amen. Woo! That's that food prayer. Yes. Like, I love it. I love me a woman, a prayer warrior. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, just a quick introduction for those in the Top Shelf Village that don't know us. My name is Fred. And, of course, one part of Top Shelf Podcast. And this is my wife, Sabina. Miss Collier, she was Yay, now she's Collier, you know what I'm saying? And we met in 2017.
I actually met him first.
Yeah.
And he claims that he doesn't remember that first
I
time.
don't.
It was a Church of Laugh
You're right.
comedy show, and I saw him on the stage, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's so cute. And at the end of the show, I was like, I'm going to go say hi and be casual.
Right.
So the show ends.
Yeah.
Then one of my lashes detached. So I ran to the bathroom, and by the time I
was
came
like-
out the bathroom,
like-
after fixing my lash, he was gone.
Yeah. So
That was
it was
in June
was it
2017.
2017. It wasn't time yet. God said it is
I
not
was like,
yet.
nope.
It was not yet time. It was not yet the season. You know what I'm saying? But as fate would have it, like later in December, we had another show.
No, September.
September.
No, October. It was Joey's birthday, and we went for your show.
No. Yes. But that was the next year, right?
The same year.
The same year.
Oh, you're. Let me tell the story.
No. I'm saying that fall was when the show happened.
Yeah, it was the same year.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. The fall. That fall, she came to another show, and then that's when it was kind of like, hey, what's up? Hi, how you doing? Officially, allow me to reintroduce myself.
I mean, I could say one detail, but we'll say that.
Yeah. Chill on that.
Do you want me to tell them?
No. Chill on that. Don't embarrass.
You guys want me to tell you
Don't,
guys? Okay.
don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Of who he was checking out first?
Oh, don't worry about who I was checking out before I was checking you out. The fact
Can
is
we just-
that we here.
Let's just tell them. It's
That-
a little juicy.
Yeah. Oh, you can say what you want. You can say who you want.
Okay, fine. I won't say it.
Yeah, don't say it then. So no, we were. Acquired minds want to know. Jeff was like, I need to know. Terrain needs. I need to know.
Do you guys want to know?
Do y'all want to? Oh, Joanne is in here. My sister-in-law. She's like, I want the juice.
Okay, fine. I'll tell you guys.
No.
Let me just tell
Nah, you good. I don't care.
It's innocent. He was actually checking out Joanne before me.
No, but
Yes,
let me
you
explain that.
were.
No, let me explain myself.
I'll stick to that.
But let me explain myself. So first, I met Sabina when she was trying to take a picture, right, of us, and it was Joanne's birthday, right? So I'm like, she's beautiful. She's a nice woman, right? She's nice. And I thought she was real cool, right?
Yes, Jeff, you're
And
right.
Sabina was all mean and acting stank that day. I don't know if she had, she had bit a cookie that was just bad, or I don't know what was going on.
He never told you?
Jeff, listen, it was all in fun, my nigga, and now we here. You know what I'm saying? And now we here. You know what I'm saying? You look, I don't want no beef. I'm a vegetarian. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Okay, but let's wrap this up.
Yeah, okay. So we met in 2017. We started courting in 2018, and then the rest was history from there. 2019 was when we did premarital counseling, right?
Yeah, and then we got engaged in 2020.
2020.
And the rest is history. But one thing I want to point out is that Fred and I actually went to the same church. Ooh, it's getting to me. We actually went to the same church in 2014. Or even before that.
Before then.
2013.
But we never met. What's up, Butte? What's up, Clifford?
We actually went to the same church in 2012, 2013.
Yes.
But that is a prime example that if you're not where you need to be, God is not going to allow you to see who your husband is. He could be right in front of you. So Fred was at this event that I went to every Friday night. He was actually one of the leaders.
Yeah, what's up, Lee? Lee, tell your mama now. Bring them all. Bring them all over.
So we didn't see each other. And then again, it just shows all those years passed and we were in similar circles and we never saw each other. He was literally one stop away from where I was living.
Literally.
So
but we were talking about that beforehand, and we were saying like it's just about alignment. When God is aligning you, and He's just sitting up here, and you're just sitting up here.
Yes, tag everyone in.
Yeah, and you're just sitting up here, and you're not following His plan, and you're being disobedient. He gonna delay it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, question to leave you guys with, and we'll go to the juicy part. What are you guys doing to prepare yourself now so that God can show you who your spouse is? That's
it.
Just food for thought.
That's it.
All right.
Let's get into the list.
What's the topic?
Okay, the topic is 10 things to never do while married. Yeah. You know, survey says, I'm playing. But 10 things you should never do while married. We're going to get it started off proper. Now, me and my wife have been married it's about to be 2 years in September. Shout out us, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Lisa, I'm ready for the word.
So we're giving you things from our perspective that we have learned.
Purely from our experience.
From our perspective.
This is personal to us.
You know what I'm saying? So some people may disagree, but if you disagree, don't at me.
But giving you guys a little sneak peek into our relationship. I know that some people feel like we don't talk too much about our relationship to others.
Yeah.
Well, this is the time you'll hear a little bit
about the Colliers. Yeah. All right, let's get it popping, wife. So do you want to start or should I?
I'll take this one.
This
was a heavy one.
Yeah.
Number one.
Don't
ever, as much as you can, lie.
Don't lie.
Don't lie to each other.
That's just self-explanatory. Point blank period. Like, don't even lie about how many chicken wings you got in your bag. Don't even lie about that, because smaller things can turn into bigger things.
White lies?
White lies? Why gotta be a white lie? You know what I'm saying? Why can't it be a black lie? You know what I'm saying? God. Black lives matter too. I mean, excuse me. No.
Okay, on topic.
On topic. So, but any lie that is told in a relationship can make or break the relationship. Not make it. I'm sorry. It'll break the relationship, period. Yeah. I'm sorry. I said make it. But it will break it. So don't lie.
It could damage it. We had a point where we had a situation. We won't go into too many details where, one of us lied to each other. And I feel like it was a hard bump to get over. So if you don't want to have the extra issues and baggage in your relationship, just try not to lie.
Yeah.
Be as honest as possible. Yes. I think your partner is going to appreciate your honesty more than anything, even if they're in the wrong.
Yeah, because the biggest thing is about transparency. Like when me and Beans first started courting, you know what I'm saying, talking, like we were transparent completely, and like the thing about being transparent, if you hide one thing about your life, you'll hide the rest of the things about your life too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So try to be as transparent as possible.
To Lee's point, don't lie and say you brushed your teeth and you didn't. Because if your partner goes in and kisses you and your breath stinks,
that's a big one. That's a big one. Okay, number 2, curse. There are so many other words in the dictionary that you can use. Never curse your partner out. You never want to make to belittle your partner or make them feel like less than. You know what I'm saying? You have to, and like to go back to our last point, Teray said lying wastes time. It does.
It does.
It absolutely does. Cursing at somebody, to the second point, it belittles them. It brings them down. You know what I'm saying? It can sap their.
Does it help with conversation?
No, it doesn't. It only intensifies everything.
Yeah.
You have to. try to use different euphemisms, softer words. Use everything you can to not curse. Hey, don't even talk. Don't even talk. Like sometimes, like, hey, just be like, you know what? I'm not gonna go in that pocket. You know what I'm saying? It can intensify anything. So try not to curse at all. You don't want to call nobody no B's or any of that. No F-bomb.
No matter how mad and how emotional you are.
Right.
Here's a good thing. Mm-hmm. What's a good tip?
So my love language itself is words.
Yeah. So
a good tip is to always look for a better way to say something. Like read the dictionary. Like find different words. Like think out the conversation. Like
and speak from a place of love, like Leah said.
Like I'll give you guys a quick thing. Like I think something that I had to learn was that tone. Tone, like your tone in a relationship can dictate some things, you know.
You might as well curse someone out with your tone.
Exactly, tone is a huge thing. You raise your voice too high. What's up, Nora?
She joined us. She's out of the country. She joined us.
Hey, welcome in. But yeah, so don't curse your partner out.
Oh, here's the last tip: to avoid cursing.
Yeah.
Let me save that for the end.
Okay. All right.
All right. Let's go.
All right. Third one. Hit him, babe.
No physical fighting. You know what? Self-control is everything.
Yeah.
Do not hit each other. You guys love each other.
Don't put your hands on each other.
You guys are on the same team.
You know, I know a lot of people watching this say, what's love got to do with it? You know what I'm saying? But remember, you're not Ike.
Thank you, Joey.
You're not Ike, and she's not Tina. You know what I'm saying? So don't do it. Don't put your hand. Do not put your men. You do not put your hands on a woman.
As angry as you get,
do not put your hands on a woman. Yeah.
Physically hit each other. And
let me tell you.
Do not provoke the men.
Come on, talk.
Don't push them
around.
Say
that again for the people that
back. Okay, Anthony. Do not provoke the men. Don't push them around.
Right.
Don't push their. If they say don't play like that, then don't play like that. I've always heard growing up, don't play fight too much with the man because you don't want to get that. You don't want to get comfortable hitting each other.
Hey, well, look, that's some juice right there. What up, Nikki? And that I think there's something that can be learned from that too. Is like the little light things. Like if y'all play fighting, whatever, okay, we understand, but don't get to a point where you know what I'm saying you hitting her with a 2-piece with a biscuit. You know what I'm saying?
Just don't do it.
And kick her before she hit the floor. Like don't get into that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Doesn't end well.
No,
just to answer your question, we have never.
Yes.
Play.
Well, we play fight. We do play fight. Of course, we Martin and Gina out here, but the thing is like I've never ever like put my hands on Sabina, and I never ever will. I wasn't raised like that. I was raised by a mother who taught me the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Do not push your hands on a woman. It's not gonna work out. Cause what if she got hands? Like, what if she Layla Ali with it? Layla Ali. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know.
Okay, what's the next one?
Okay, the fourth one is, now this is subjective.
Wait, look what Joey wrote.
What
you
she
ain't
say?
laying your hands to pray for me or minister to me, you might meet your maker sooner than you think.
Joey said, everything you done to me, it's gonna come back on you. Like, let me say. What's up, Gabby? What's up, Gabby? My favorite little niece. Well, my only niece.
My only niece too. So yeah.
So okay. The fourth one. This is kind of subjective. We might get some people trying to add us, babe. My babe kind of came up with this one, but I think it's true too. Vent to a single person of the opposite sex.
Just don't do it.
Okay, now listen. Now
you
we
never
know
the person's intentions.
Okay, now
they may secretly like you.
It could be a thing. You know what I'm saying? To me, I feel like this. You can have your homeboys, you can have your homegirls, so on and so forth. But there's certain things when you enter a covenant that you gotta keep sacred. You know what I'm saying? Between you, like if I'm struggling with Sabina, like, and I'm like, you just don't understand me. And then I go talk to another woman and I'm like, she just don't understand me. Another woman might be like, so she don't understand you? Like, you know what I'm saying? I can understand you. You know what I'm saying? I can overstand you. You know what I'm saying? Like, It might just be that. You know what I'm saying? What's up?
Morning.
My little sister's in here. What's up?
Yeah, and to the ladies, they may be some guy friends that you have, and it could be completely mutual. And they're
Maybe.
like waiting to get their chance, and maybe you guys you're venting to him, and then you end up building a connection with him, and then, you know, it's just not safe.
It's called, what is it? I think there's a name for it. It's like an intimacy kind of adultery. Like emotional adultery.
Emotional
adultery.
And you know that's the worst attachment to build.
Let me tell you, because that is longer lasting than a sexual one, right?
So if you want to vent, you vent to Jesus.
Vent to Jesus?
That's our solution.
But wait. I want to add something to that. Vent to Jesus, to each other. Your therapist.
And your therapist.
And your therapist.
And in a safe community, if you have a safe community to vent to, like, of people of the same sex, I would say.
Yes.
Well, these days, I don't even know. But if you have a community to vent to, I would say, like, a safe one. Like, you have pastors who are leading you. You have just leaders, I would say.
Yeah.
That group, if it's a safe group, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yes.
Yeah.
But that's one of those things, because I used to always be like, yeah, you can have, because think about it. Here's another part of it. A friend of mine told me before I got married is like, okay, if you guys have a friend before you enter the marriage, and that's a person of the opposite sex, and they don't want to get to know your fiance or wife, that's a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like, they trying to keep you where you at. They want you where you're at. They don't want you to elevate. You know what I'm saying? And I think we have to take time.
You know who said that though?
Ooh.
It was Pastor Mel. Happy birthday.
Yeah, Pastor Mel. Happy birthday.
Not but we'll just give her a quick shout out. She did say that if someone doesn't want to get to know your spouse, that's a red flag.
Yeah, and I think even people with the same sex, that's still a red flag. It's one of those things where it's like they don't want you to elevate. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to grow.
Yeah. And
you might have to consider, saying bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye to that friend, as hard as it may be. You may have known them for the longest, But that's number 4. Don't vent to the opposite sex. Okay, baby, what you got for 5?
Okay, number 5 is very unique. Who is that?
Oh, BW Counseling, what's up? We got 10 people in here. We talking about 10 things you should never do while married. Number 5.
Never. So number 5, okay. Well, we did that. Oh, well, we didn't.
Number 5.
Oh, yeah, we didn't. Deal with your emotions by yourself.
Yes.
How many times we do that? We go from being singled to being married.
Yes.
So we go from dealing with our emotions as a single person. Yes. And then when we get married, we continue that pattern of dealing with our emotions as a single person within a marriage that doesn't make sense. You guys grow apart rather growing closer together.
It's giving me selfishness.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because you have to understand, like, when you enter into a covenant with a person, you're now one person. Like, so anything you going through, they going through.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So if you feeling alone, hey, like, you got somebody to go through that loneliness with. So there's even, because a lot of people will say, like, loneliness is not just a thing where it's a physical sense. It can be a mental thing too.
Yeah.
You could be mentally like I'm alone in a crowd of people. You could be dealing with a depression.
Yeah.
You could be dealing with a lot of different things.
You could be dealing with self-worth. Sorry.
Yeah, self-worth.
Like feeling like you're not good enough in a relationship.
Yeah.
Just a little sneak peek into ours.
Mm-hmm.
One thing we didn't mourn a certain situation that happened to us 2 years ago.
Right. And
that was a trickle effect in our marriage, and we didn't even realize it. It left cracks and it left doors open for the enemy to come through.
Yeah.
And it's not until we had sought, is it sought?
Yeah, you say sought.
Leadership.
Yeah.
That they called it out immediately.
Yes.
And that was the amazing thing. So we were mourning a situation separately, thinking that we got over it and we were done, but we didn't do it together. We didn't cry together.
Absolutely.
We didn't talk it out together. We was dealing with it in our heads by ourselves.
Exactly.
So don't do that when you're married.
And because it will not benefit you. It won't benefit your relationship. Because we all know the word says a divided house cannot stand. So if you're working away from each other, you might as well be working against each other, because it's like you're dealing with, oh, she don't understand me. And then the woman's in the other room like, he don't understand me. I was like, but no. something that we were informed by counseling is that it's never ever me against you. It's us against the problem. There's a deeper root. We bring so many things. We're reading a book now where it talks about your childhood trauma.
Yeah.
And if you don't deal with it, trust me, it's going to show up and it'll deal with you, So that's a reason why you don't deal with emotions by yourself.
And it's very vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
I seen someone said that could be uncomfortable. Yes, it's very uncomfortable. But you just got to do it. Your relationship is going to be a mirror. You're not hiding. There's no hiding.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you just got to do it. Is there something do it together. Go through the motions together. And
Absolutely.
A good benefit of that is the intimacy afterwards.
Look, I can tell you twice about that. But I ain't going to get into that.
Let's get to the next topic.
Because I already got into it. Okay, this number 6. Never try to buy your spouse. Now here's the thing.
What do you mean by that, Frederick?
Okay, never try to buy your spouse. Let me tell you.
Love you, Lee. So
there's a thing where a lot of guys and women think that gifts can solve the problem. Like a lot of people, what's crazy is that a lot of people be like, oh, gift. If I buy her a car, it'll fix it. If I buy her a house, it'll fix it. If I buy her a puppy, it'll fix it. You know what I'm saying? If I buy her some spicy Wendy's chicken nuggets, she'll get off my back.
That might fix it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, beauty. I bought her Yeezys because I bought her Yeezys so she can walk with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? She needs to walk with the Lord.
Stop.
You know what I'm saying? But to our understanding is you can buy things for people, but it's not gonna solve the problem.
No.
It's just gonna sweep it under the rug. Boom, 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 boom. It's just. It doesn't help the problem, right, Boo Boo?
Yes, it doesn't help the problem.
Yeah.
You don't want to win them over with gifts because then that also is a sign that you're. Granted, if gifts is your love language and that's
right,
what you
I was
give,
gonna bring that up.
Okay, but if it's something that you do after an argument or after, or just in general to show if it replaces something, then that means you're not addressing something in your marriage. So,
that's good, Boo Boo.
You don't want to buy your spouse with gifts and stuff and not address the real issues in your marriage.
Now, let me be clear. You can buy gifts for your spouse.
You can.
But in problems, when you're in, I'll call it a heated debate or discussion, it doesn't solve the issue. It doesn't solve the issue at all.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You know what I'm saying? Babe, what's the next one?
So the next one, number 7. We talked about lying as our number 1.
Yes.
This is the next step of lying.
Yeah.
Well, not lying. Which one connects to this one? Venting to another person, the opposite
This is
sex.
like the next step in the equation.
So number 7, don't cheat. It's not worth it.
It's not.
You know the saying that the grass is greener on the other side, and how I feel like once you get married, the enemy will try to do that. Show you, oh, this is what you could have had, and you really just want to give up all your options. No, cheating is not worth it.
It's definitely not.
Why is it not worth it?
It's not worth it because the grass is already green where you are. Point blank, period. You know, you look into other people's yards. Think about it. These days,
you don't know what they have in their yard.
Exactly. They might got weeds. So, and you ain't got no pesticides. And so now you in another person's yard trying to stomp out these weeds. And you don't know what's going on. You seeing garter snakes and all of that, all of these problems and issues because you took time to believe. People think, oh, well, maybe the sex, okay, yeah, it's worth it because of the sex, right? It's gonna be good for the first couple of times, and then you're gonna realize, oh, she don't know how to cook. Oh, she don't do anything my wife do. Oh, she don't, you know what I'm saying? Now, I can say this straight up and down. Thank God me and Sabina have never ever had to struggle with this.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And we never will. This is for life. This for life. Now, you know what I mean?
There's one person.
No, ain't no one person.
I told you earlier.
No, ain't no one person.
I told him.
One person and he get shot.
I told him one person. He's my celebrity crush.
Whatever.
It's Michael B. Jordan.
Whatever. Michael need to be somewhere else.
You have a person too.
I have people, but it's not nothing like that. But I have the original. I have Sabina. I have Sabina, but to lay it out, cheating,
just don't cheat.
It's never worth it. Don't even cheat at Uno.
It's so much.
You know what I'm saying?
Anthony.
And don't
so
do
it's
it.
so much. It's gonna put so much trauma in your relationship that you're gonna have to get over it, or maybe you don't get over it. Some
you gotta
earn
back the trust, and it's just never gonna be the same. It puts damage on your relationship that you don't want. That you don't want.
And some people that's their deal breaker. Fred has always told me when we first met, he said cheating is non-negotiable. So if I cheat, he's giving me the boot. So I don't want the boot, so I'm not going to cheat. And I love you too. So
I would never. Okay, number 8. And this is for me. Leave all the house responsibilities for one person.
Don't do it.
Remember, teamwork make the dream work. We always say that. Like, when I even proposed to Sabina, I said to her that we are a team. Mm-hmm. And I gave her ring, and I said, every team needs a championship ring. Yep. And I got on one knee. And I still believe that. Like, we're on the same team. Even when we're arguing, even when we're fighting, we are on the same team. You know? There could be, that must be a top shelf thing, because hubby told me the same.
Oh, man.
He ain't playing it. Jeff said, I don't play. No, but straight up and down, me and Sabina are a team. So things in the house.
Some things we do.
Okay, so
I'll cook.
People talk about gender roles. Like, okay, so Sabina will cook.
Mm-hmm. I enjoy cooking.
Yeah, and she's amazing at it. My wife is the best. You know, she can cook up anything. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I cook. What else do I do? I decorated the home.
Yes, and she's amazing at that. Amazing.
What else?
You basically you make this apartment a home.
Clean.
She cleans as well.
We actually do teamwork cleaning. Like,
yes.
He'll take one room, I'll take another one. We'll put a good play music on.
Yes.
And play music.
a playlist.
Playlist on, and then we'll jam out and we'll clean.
Yes, together.
But do you know?
Yes. During
our pre-engagement counseling, so I encourage everyone to do pre-engagement counseling.
If you're in a relationship, disclaimer.
If you're in a relationship,
pre-engagement counseling. Do it.
We thanks, Pew.
My wife is everything.
We discussed roles in the house and roles that each of us didn't like.
Yeah.
And one of them, I said I never want to take out the trash, and I don't really care to do laundry.
Yeah.
If the washer and dryer is not in our home.
So
we live in New York City. Don't judge me. If it's not in our home, I don't want to leave the apartment and do laundry.
Yeah. No, I get that.
So guess what?
Her laundry be looking like dead bodies.
Guess what?
You know what I'm saying?
I have never taken out the trash ever since Fred and I has been married, and this is a year and 10 months now. Yeah. So he listened during pre-engagement counseling, and it was important because we heard each other's roles. Yeah. But Fred always have food, really leftovers. I'm always cooking. So cook
it up.
I know he likes to eat. I like to eat.
Come on.
So we match each other over there. Yeah. I never only have to wash the dishes by myself. Fred will just wash it.
Yeah, I can,
without me even asking.
Straight up and down. Like, the thing is like we said again, teamwork makes the dream work. Like, me and my wife, we both work from home. So,
yes, Cliff. No female should ever take out the trash.
Yeah, so we both work from home, and so our schedules are different. I'm a night schedule. She's a morning schedule, and so I'll make breakfast
every morning.
I'll make breakfast for her because I know that she be so hooked into work. I'm like, baby, you want coffee? Okay, you know I got you.
Every morning,
I'm making me coffee. You know,
and he brings a plate of eggs, turkey bacon. Yeah. He'll cater it to whatever healthy lifestyle I'm doing at the moment.
Absolutely.
It's actually amazing. Another thing, Fred actually just watched how I fix the bed, and I don't have to say it. It's an unspoken rule. Whoever gets up last, just fix the bed.
The bed, yeah.
Our bed is always fixed.
Yeah.
Always made.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't take credit for that. I think your mom.
I mostly do the laundry here at the crib, you know.
Fred doesn't only just do laundry. Yeah. He folds everything piece by piece. Yeah. Neatly. It's amazing.
It's because it's one of those things where it's like, yo, it got to get done. And I don't like stuff piling up. I really don't like stuff piling up. So, you know, I help out as much as I can. Whereas Sabina will just organize things. My wife is an amazing organizer, and she decorates things. She has an eye for things and looking at things.
They say the wife makes the place a home.
Absolutely. And so our children are going to be on point. Yes, you just know that. Yeah.
Leave my cup alone.
Yeah, leave the cup alone, Clip. You know what I'm saying? But that's something we do. I think some people have like in their mind about gender roles, like, oh, a woman should do this and a man should do that. I'm like, bro, it's 2022, bro. Pick your socks up off the floor. For real. Like, that's all I got to say to that. I mean, it is what it is. Like, every couple is different, but this works for us.
Yeah.
Point blank period.
We kind of did number 9 already.
Yeah.
Let's go over the next one.
You can still still put it in there just as a discount. Just throw it out there.
All right, I'll say it. Number 9, don't ever ignore your spouse or sweep things underneath the rug. Yeah,
we dealt with that with the kind of like the lying thing. You definitely don't want to. The reason why I wanted her to bring it out and touch on it because if you suppress things, if you deny things and you put them down and sweep them under the rug, it's gonna pile up. Just like that laundry I was just talking about. It will pile up. So definitely be verbal. I think in our relationship, we have struggled to say things, and then once we did say them, we like, oh man, we could have said that a week ago.
Yep.
About a week ago.
And you didn't have to walk around in awkwardness for days. Like, yes. Because you guys are living with each other 24/7. Literally. So you don't want to...
Yeah. Because people think, we were discussing this the other day, people think marriage is just like, oh, have sex, date. It
is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. But have sex, dates, romance. No. A lot of that time, too, is a lot to living. You going to work. You're going to church. You're meeting with family. You have to adjust in so many situations.
When you get married, you're not just marrying the person. You're marrying them, their friends, not their friends, but their family. Yeah. Just everyone. You're marrying your world.
And you have to reveal to heal.
Coming together.
You got to reveal to heal.
Yeah.
So make sure you let it be stated. And I will take number 10.
That's your favorite one. Mine too.
When you just don't pray with each other. You know what I'm saying? When you refuse...
Tiffany!
What's up, Tiffany? When you refuse to pray with one another. Yes. I think... So, when you get married, it's always a covenant, right? It's always a covenant between you, your spouse, and God, right?
What do we do? How often do we pray?
So, we pray every night. Together every single night. We make sure we pray together before we go to sleep, and we just thank God for all that He's done. Like a new thing before we have when we have disagreements, we'll pray before the disagreement.
Oh, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
When you add prayer into your relationship, into your marriage, like Fred and I, before like any heated disagreements, we'll be like, all right, pause, let's just pray. And that prayer will literally
set the tone.
Like you're literally saying, all right, God, we're going to invite you into this discussion as well. So you always want to have prayer in your relationship. Yeah, because a lot of times people don't, because you storm into a disagreement sometimes and you get swept up in it because of the way you feel versus the way they feel. Yeah. But you have to remind yourself, okay, God, listen, first and foremost, me as the husband, as a leader, okay, let me make sure we set the atmosphere. Yeah. It repositions you. You're like, okay, hold up. Yeah. It's like you physically see God pulling a chair, sitting down with you guys. And say, so let's talk. The respect level stays there. No cursing happens. It sets the tone for everything. Absolutely. And it sets the heart. Get your heart ready. Right. For what you're about to receive. You get it together, because sometimes disagreements can get out of hand and they can make or break a relationship. They was like, that's the one. Yes, definitely. Well, guys, we did 10. We went through 10 of them things. 10 things. Should we give some bonus? Yeah, let's throw some bonus. Should we? Yeah, babes, listen. You know what I'm saying? It's already 9:38. Hey, look. Okay, fine. 2 bonuses. Give some bonus, yeah. Okay. She said, babe, we gonna pray together the next time I get on your nerves. Oh, man, Joey. And Lee, she said, prayer allows you to focus on God and not the issue. There you go. Facts. There you go. And it just repositions everything. It does. Okay, fine. They said more. Bonus. Let's give 2 more. Okay. Bonus. Do you want me to take this one? Yeah, I can. Wait. What was it? I said, do you want me to take this one? Oh, no, baby. Me? You said the other one. Baby, listen. Okay. Go ahead and do you, boo. You know what I'm saying? Okay, fine. So, bonus. Do not, I repeat, do not And some people who are not married yet may not understand this, but it happens.
Yeah.
Do not withhold sex from your partner.
Do not don't hold out on the yams.
Say it again for the people in the back.
Don't hold out on the yams.
Don't.
You know what I'm saying? Don't do
You're
it.
leaving doors open for your partner to
eventually
maybe go to pornography.
Yes.
Maybe go to
another person.
To
shoot, it could be a lot of different
You're
scenarios.
just leaving too many doors open. And ladies, don't withhold from your man.
Yeah.
Men, don't withhold from your ladies.
Right.
When you're married.
Because what you do is you leave a space there. Because think about it, like for a woman, she could be thinking, oh, there's something wrong with me? Like, am I not doing something?
Insecurities could brew up.
Absolutely. And then, like, is he with somebody else? Is he lying to me? And that's what can drill and start arguments even more. Because it's like some people's love language is touch. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you are in worship with your partner as much as you physically can. You know what I'm saying?
Don't hold out.
Don't hold out, because
even if you're tired, if
you know
it's been a while.
I'm not going to do it.
Wait, how often do you think that you should? Well, that's up to the couple.
That's up to the couple. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how often?
Like whatever your schedule is like, don't withhold on the yams.
Pop that thing for your husband, even when you're mad.
Beautiful.
When you're mad, sometimes it's like the best release of, emotion.
Sometimes you just gotta drop down and get your eagle on.
Whoa, the table, Fred, you're getting excited.
Hey, look.
Slow down,
Look. Sometimes you gotta drop down and get your eagle on. That's all I got to say.
Gosh.
You know what I'm saying? You definitely don't want to withhold the yams.
All right.
So
our last one.
Our last
We're gonna
bonus.
stop at this.
We gotta stop at
so
this.
We'll split it. You do the second part.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So this is a biggie, and we actually spoke about this in pre-engagement counseling before.
Wait. Before you go, Lee says, so it's okay to wake up your husband. Yes.
Hey, the morning nerd, let him wake up.
This is again
when I woke
under
up,
the covenant.
Let me tell you
a good tip.
Under the covenant.
Under the covenant of marriage.
Let me tell you.
Gently wake him up. Trust me, he'll turn over.
Look, you already know what time it is. When I wake up.
No singing, babe.
Look, I'm just saying. What a perfect wake up moment. That's all I got to say. Oops, I'm hitting everything. Okay. My bad.
Fred's excited.
So, this one is important. And Leah says she's taking notes. She's so funny. Shout out to my sister Lee. Or Lee Chandra, as I should say. But this is very important.
It's getting hot in here.
Don't get, and I repeat, don't get comfortable.
Oh, man. Say for the people in the back.
I said...
Not that close.
Okay. Don't get comfortable. A little bit. He said the line about to get cut off.
Wait, no.
No, I said don't get comfortable. And what we mean by that is that, so for fellas, I'm speaking to the fellas.
Oh.
Like, if you can get your hair cut to go out to the bar or like a concert, cigar lounge, the ball game, wherever, it don't matter. You can cut your hair up for your wife.
Yes.
To go out on dates. You know what I'm saying? If you got a baldy, you know what I'm saying? Keep, fresh baldy.
Well, could I just tell them real quick? One time I had to look at Fred and said, babe.
Yeah.
You're turning into a caveman.
Yeah, I had to,
And that was in our first year of marriage, because you get so used to seeing the person when you're dating and all fresh. But when you get married, you see them every day. Yeah. So you don't see them only in the fresh states, the fresh clothing. You see them in house clothing 90% of the time. Think about that.
Yeah.
So
there
keep it up. Don't get comfortable.
Men, keep it up for your wives, because I'm telling you, like, if you pursue your wife within marriage, man, the return on that investment is going to be so just plentiful. It's going to be so great. I want to talk about, too, the dad bods. Hey, man, stay, keep it tight. But if your wife like the dad bod,
then
rock the dad bod. If you rather have a keg than a 6-pack, hey, rock the keg if that's what she like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But keep yourself up by all means. You know what I'm saying? If you met somebody with a 6-pack, maintain that 6-pack. You know what I'm saying?
Try to keep it around the 6-pack.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless your partner doesn't care and they voice that.
Another thing is, fresh breath. Keep your hygiene can't lack, bro. You can get let me tell you, people can get in that bag. People can get in that bag of comfortability so fast because
brush your teeth.
You start living with somebody and you be like, what? I know you. You know, you start getting comfortable. You'll do whatever.
It's not the movies of when you wake up and you roll over and you're like, hey babe. No,
Yeah,
the breath smells in the morning.
Yeah.
Your partner kind of don't like that.
Yeah.
Just be mindful.
You know what I'm saying? Be mindful of, like, to me, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be straight up transparent.
Thank you, Nora.
Fellas, like, if you could, I don't know who these dudes are that spraying cologne on to go to the gym, but won't spray cologne on while they at home with their wife. I don't know what that's about, and why you spraying cologne on to go to the gym. So I'm just saying.
That's a whole other topic.
That's a whole nother story. But
should I get the ladies?
Oh, get them.
Ladies.
Get them.
We got on the guys.
Get them.
Let me clear my throat. Okay, ladies.
Mm-hmm. Tell them.
Make sure, so you know when you guys were dating, you was doing your hair, you was doing your nails, you were having your cute outfit.
Yes.
If they came over your house for a good Christian date, you had a nice
Christian date.
you had
Good
cute
Christian
lounging
freedom.
clothes. Ladies, do not get comfortable wearing your grandma clothing around the house. Fred had to get me. Okay,
Look,
side
let me
note,
tell you,
that was
she was
me.
looking like Elmer Fudd in the house.
I was
man.
looking like someone's grandmother. I
Look,
had
Madea.
a bonnet on. I had
You know
just
what I'm
got
saying?
locks. I had I don't
What
know how
else?
to say this in English. Well, is it an English word? Muumuus?
Yeah, muumuus. That's an English
I would
word,
wear
baby.
muumuus around until Fred finally threw them out and then told me about myself. So pretty much.
Yeah.
Keep it fresh. Keep
Yeah.
doing your hair.
Yeah.
Keep doing your makeup.
Yeah.
Keep smelling good. Keep brushing your teeth.
Make sure that bonnet.
your nails,
Make sure
do
your
your
bonnet smell
toes.
good. Your bonnet smell good.
Make sure your bonnet smells good. Fred used to get on me about that. Make sure your bonnet smells good. He's exposing me. I didn't expose him like that, but it's cool.
Yo, you
It's
exposed
cool.
me with the hair. You got me. You
I
know
just
what I'm
said
saying?
the hair. You
No,
put
you
it in my
said I was
bonnet.
like, but you said I was looking like Morgan Freeman. So like,
didn't say Morgan Freeman.
that's all I got to say.
And then, just make sure you keep it fresh. Don't get comfortable.
Yeah.
Don't like walk around not working out.
Yes.
Because then you lose your self-esteem and your husband will see that. And you know that may or may not be attractive to him. So just ladies, keep it up.
Yeah.
Keep it up. Because trust me, he's still a guy and he's still visual. So
Yeah.
he's still going to be
Beauty said.
attracted
Beauty
to
said,
women.
Me, I love me some moo-moos though. I'll add a split.
Get the cute moves. Yeah, the t-shirt wants to show a little bit of, everything. But he just remember, ladies, that he's still a guy. Like, yes, he's your husband and you guys are married and it's amazing, la la la.
Yeah.
But he's still a guy. So Fred may still glance, a short glance, right?
Glance to where?
At a woman. You may just
I
sort of glance.
ain't glancing.
A short.
I look around, but I ain't glancing.
It's a short glance. He
I
may
look
still
around, but
look.
I ain't glancing.
He may still look as long as
Look.
he's not staring down but he may look, but he's still a guy, so he's visual. So you want to make sure that you're still that, fresh. What's the word I'm looking for?
You want to be stylish. You want to look
stylish,
good, fresh,
dressing up for
saying?
date nights, you know, if you're having a live, doing your makeup, putting on a cute outfit, just doing the little things that you did when you were dating, because it really is beneficial.
I love what Sabina said. I know. I love what my wife said, but I meant to say Jeff. What Jeff said was amazing. He was like, you're a representation of each other.
Ooh.
I mean, it's true. Marriage is a mirror. We all know this. So if you looking crazy, your wife gonna look crazy.
Lee said, get the muumuus from Shein. Those are cute. You know what?
Hook it up.
I'm about to check them out. I get sexy ones.
Okay, look.
And
add to the collection.
And then Cliff said, make each other look good. Mm-hmm. And then Jeff said, look good for each other, not the world. Facts. Facts. Honestly, even little things, ladies, that you can do. Like, I have a cute shower cap. It looks like a cute little beanie, like cheetah pattern. Yeah. I have a cute little beanie satin head thing that I put on because Fred doesn't like bonnets. So I do cute ones. Mm-hmm. So just knowing what your husband likes and knowing what your wife likes. Yeah. Keeping that in mind.
Yeah, I think the thing is yo, if I had my abs on point when I met her and I was looking good, I had the cut going down, I dressed nice. Whenever we go out, I gotta keep that same energy. I gotta throw the chain on, the earring on. I gotta look good. You know what I'm saying? I gotta serenade my wife. I have to make sure I'm still pursuing my wife even within the marriage. Because if I'm not, and I'm not paying attention, then like that attention could be going somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Not to say my wife would do that, but I'm just saying is you're leaving space, like we were speaking toward in the beginning. You leave
room for the enemy to deliberately come in. And I know today was very comical in some areas, but it's really true. Like, when you get married, the dating does not stop. We used to hear that all the time before, but it really doesn't stop. Like, ladies, do you know that I'll purposely like wear cute house clothing around and match my pieces, and I'll spray perfume on during the day, and just so I'll let my
What's up,
down.
babe? Sorry, baby.
Hey, babe. I'll do the little things still within the house just for Fred. And no one else sees that, but I'm doing it just to still keep it exciting and fresh. I'll do my makeup sometimes for work, even if I'm working from home, just to look.
Yeah.
Just to give him a little bit of what I did before.
You never stop the romance thing. Like, I'll write Bean's little notes, near her computer and tell her, that I love her. Like, have her favorite snacks ready. And just like rub her shoulders while she's working and stuff like that. Because me and my wife, we work from home together. So it's just like anything we can do kind of like to spend time together. Like find common interests, hobbies.
And for men, this could be a little, this is adult. This is after you're married. There is men lingerie out there.
Yeah, to what she
I found out from this guy. I didn't even know that existed
out.
Until one day.
Yeah, that's what she say. Like, that's what she say.
There is men lingerie out there. Google
that's what she say. Ain't no kilos for men.
Google it, please. I was pleasantly surprised when I found out.
So keep it fresh and keep it right. So that has been 10 things with the Colliers or whatever that we wanted to share with you guys. 10 things you should never, ever do while married. From our perspective, we only 2 years in. We're only about to be 2 years in, but it's been a great 2 years. You know what I'm saying? We've gone through a lot, and we learned a lot, and we loved a lot. And it's been great.
Yeah. Before we leave, is there any questions?
Any questions from anybody for the Colliers? One question for the Colliers.
One question about our relationship.
Yeah. One question for the Colliers. Did we
not share something that you guys wanted to know?
Jeff got a question. How long? How long before you was going to tell me? She said y'all marriage is a whole toddler. Yes.
It's a little baby.
A little baby, yes. It definitely is.
Lisa, she appreciates our vulnerability.
Thank you.
And honestly, it's taken us a long time
to get here.
And when we say long, like, even though it's only been a year and 10 months, but when you get married, sometimes you want to protect your marriage.
Yes.
And you don't talk about it to other people.
Right.
And then you realize that your truth and everything that you learned
is
what helps the next couple.
Yeah. You don't know who you could be reserving from, like who you could be reserving a well of knowledge that God could be using you for.
Yeah.
And that's not good. That's not good. God's like, I wanted to use you.
Yeah.
And I wanted you to be transparent, even when it hurts, even when you don't want to. But how many people in the Bible did God use when they didn't want to? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, look at Jonah. You know what I'm saying? Look at his story.
Oh, thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Well, we're gonna tune out. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
See how I did that?
Yeah. She said tune out, tune in. I see what you did there. But before we go, we just wanted to say to all the married couples out there, definitely continue to fight the good fight.
Yeah.
Your marriage is worth it. To the husbands out there, stay strong. You're an amazing husband. You're an amazing man of God. Keep fighting every single day. And, there is peace in your marriage.
Yeah. And also,
blessings.
I used to always hear couples say that I love them more than I did the day I married them.
Yeah.
And that's so true because the things that you guys go through together, it builds, your love just gets deeper. You're like, dag, Fred knows X, Y, Z about me. Fred knows A, B, C, D, E, F. I could go through the whole alphabet about me. And he's still,
I got a Sabina degree.
He's still going, he goes ham loving me. Like that love just gets deeper when the person knows the good, the bad, and the ugly about you. that goes to us sharing all of our thoughts with each other, even if it's a thought that we're like, Dag, should I tell him?
Yeah.
But we're sharing so much with each other, and when we see how we respond to each other still in love, it just gets deeper. So the love gets deeper when you put the work in and you stick it out. Like if it's, you know,
if God put it together,
he'll
keep it.
And if he didn't, if you allow him in it, I believe he can
do anything.
He can do anything.
He can do the impossible.
So on that note.
Yeah. So on that note, first and foremost, we wanted to say this is a top shelf production. This is a top shelf.
No, we gotta go.
This is a top shelf production. Next week, we will have Mr. Anthony Thompson coming on, and he might have a special guest. I ain't gonna say who.
May not.
May not have a special guest coming on. Mr. Anthony Thompson is coming through. So make sure y'all tune in for next week's IG Live. We have season 4 of Top Shelf coming soon, but all 3 of our seasons are streaming on all streaming platforms.
Yes.
Make sure you go to thetopshelfpodcast.com for all of our episodes. You know what I'm saying? And season 4 is coming soon. Make sure y'all tune in. So we're gonna leave y'all with this. Hey Alexa, play.
Is she gonna play? Peace,
Lauren
guys.
Hill. Peace out from the Colliers to y'all. Peace, love, and happiness. Till next time, y'all. Coffee with the Colliers.